GF will not comment one way or the other over a matter that is pending before the court. There was a huge explosion at the Abule Ado area of Festac Town in Amuwo Dofin local government area of Lagos State today. An eyewitness said a tipper of loading sand caught fire, which spread to a nearby pipeline, triggering the blast. Many houses have been destroyed by the blaze. The Lagos State Fire Service, however, said the implosion is not connected with the pipeline, while assuring that the situation is under control. In the meantime, there were reports that some children were being rushed out of a school close to the area of explosion. The local government officials in the area narrated what transpired while questioning the sighting of the school close to a pipeline. On his part, the chairman of the Parents Teachers Association of the school called for government intervention. Meanwhile, the National Emergency Management Agency says the explosion at Abule Ado axis of Lagos State was not caused by a disruption of the Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation oil pipeline. NEMA's acting coordinator, Lagos Territorial Office, Ibrahim Farinloye, who made the clarification, said the explosion was unconnected to pipeline vandalism. He said the incident may have occurred in a factory located in the Abule Ado area. Farinloye said the NNPC had shut down the pipeline passing through the area as a precautionary measure after the oil company was notified of the incident. And now the Nigerian Air Force has destroyed some logistics facilities and other structures belonging to the Islamic State of West African Province at Buka Meram on the fringes of the Lake Chad in Borno State. NAF's Director of Public Relations and Information, Air Commodore Ibikunle Daramola, made this known in a statement. Daramola said the operation was conducted through the Air Task Force of Operation Lafia Dole in continuation of Operation Decisive Edge. He said aircraft dispatched by the ATF to provide close air support for ground troops at Gubio in the northwestern part of Borno also destroyed one gun truck and eliminated some ISWAP fighters at the location. Daramola said the NAF would continue to carry out air interdiction missions against the enemies of the nation in furtherance of the objective of restoring peace and security in the northwest and northeast and operating in concert with surface forces. A suspected COVID-19 case of an infected person in Damaturu, Yobe State capital, has turned out to be negative. The Yobe State Commissioner for Health, Dr. Mohammed Lawan Ghana, disclosed this at a media briefing in Damaturu, where he said the patient came all the way from California in the United States over 2 weeks ago. Ghana noted that the specimen of the suspected case were taken to Abuja, but both preliminary and subsequent test results were negative, hence allaying the fears of the virus in Damaturu. According to him, the patient has since been discharged as he was certified to have tested negative. The commissioner, however, called on residents to maintain basic hygiene both within and outside the immediate environment as a preventive measure against the virus and other diseases. The United States government has claimed that security operatives in Nigeria intimidated voters, officials of the Independent National Electoral Commission, and even election observers during the 2019 general elections. In its 2019 country reports on human rights practices, the U.S. Department of State noted that the elections in Nigeria last year were marred by violence and practices which did not encourage enough voter participation in the exercise. The report said the development added to the sentiment that the army is a tool of the ruling party in many parts of the country, particularly in the South. It also claimed that there were reports that corruption, including vote buying, were historically high during the 2018-19 electoral season. The report cited events in Osun and Kano as examples of places where vote buying took place. The U.S. Department of State further said that the Nigerian judiciary was still susceptible to intimidation by the executive and the legislative arms of state, adding that there were corruption in the judiciary which made it not to be able to function independently. The report said court officials in Nigeria are poorly paid, thereby making them vulnerable to manipulation. And now on the foreign scene, United States airports have been thrown into chaos as new coronavirus health screening measures for people returning from Europe come into force. Long queues formed as travelers waited for hours for the screenings before passing through customs. Earlier on, Vice President Mike Pence said a ban imposed on travel from European nations will be extended to the United Kingdom and Ireland on Tuesday. The U.S. has more than 2,700 confirmed cases and 54 deaths. And that's all we have for you on the news update at 6. Thank you for your time. I am Coco Greg. Up next is Doctor in the House. Please stay tuned.
Today's news, today's entertainment, today's sports, today's issues. Today on Today 95.1 FM, Port Harcourt.
You are welcome to Daily Income Store's Opportunity Expository. Let me tell you about Daily Income Stores and what they are all about. My dear listener, Daily Income Stores is an international company that has been in operation for the past 14 years in over 100 countries and 8 years in Nigeria. They have world-class products ranging from beverages, skincare products, and food products. The company has a system that allows you shop once in a year, drop your account details, and get paid as other customers shop after you. The reality is that every day you brush your teeth, take your bath, and drink your beverages, and you buy these things from other companies or stores, they won't pay you as other customers shop after you because that is not their system. But Daily Income Stores has a system that allows you shop once a year, drop your account details, and get paid as other customers shop